Welcome back. We're going to talk a little bit about what you get when you purchase Power2Fly paramotor. You get a chassis and usually your motor is already mounted. In this case we have Air Italy EPG 21 electric motor with their battery. If you purchase a gas machine, you will have a gas motor, whether that's Vitorazzi or other motor, and the gas tank. Then we get a bag with a t-shirt, the net wrenching device, some screws for your arms and so forth. We get two-piece arms, we get spars, middle, left and right spar, and then we get the hoop with the netting installed already on it. We also get Dudek power seat comfort harness. When you buy it through us, you get your side pocket and reserve container. And then in this case, we're getting 3-blade E-props propeller and the covers for it. We did get the throttle with the EPG 21 paramotor. And there's a little button here that turns on the power of the throttle. And there's a wireless charging pad on the other side. As I turn the throttle, the display will come up, and as it comes up, it'll show you the percentage of the throttle. Once we connect it to the battery wirelessly, it'll show you the charge of the battery. As I press and hold the battery button, you're gonna hear the noise that turns on the battery, and then pairing noise that will pair up the throttle to the controller. Now here you can see how much battery we have, and as I press the throttle, the motor will start spinning counterclockwise if you're sitting in the seat. So that tells us that our anti-torque settings are going to be the same as for Moster 185. When you want to turn off the paramotor, you turn off the throttle, press and hold. We're going to get 6 screws, 3 on each arm, that are going to connect upper and lower side of the arms. I will use size 4 Allen wrench to connect lower and upper part of the arms. Because this is counterclockwise turning motor, we're going to shift to the right when we're sitting in the seat. So I want to put 3 screws. One is going to go all the way to the beginning, the other one to the end, and then I usually put 2 spots from the end screw, the 3rd screw. So I'm not using any Loctite because the screws are made of steel and the arms are made of aluminum. So if we snug them good, they will not be coming out. But for my sake, sometimes I put a little bit of paint here to make sure they're not coming out. So the left arm is going to be assembled the opposite way, meaning that will also be assembled with the upper arm portion shifted to the right. So when you look at these 2 arms, they should be identical. The only difference that you will be able to tell which one is right and which one is left is this hole here that it's meant for the washer, and the same hole exists on the left arm but from the other side. The way we install the arms, first we're going to install the left arm. So if I'm sitting in the seat, this is my left arm and I'm putting the smaller spacer because I want everything shifted to the right for the torque compensation. So I'm going to put the arm, the spacer in the arm through the bolt, and then we have this plastic washer, and then quick connect screw. So you will see when you screw it in, this hole should match with the hole that it's inside of the main screw. So we have installed the quick release arms. You can see that we have the bolt that has been pushed from this side, first goes all the way through, and then we have the spacer, arms, plastic washer, and then quick release nut with a pin. The same on both sides. Next, we are going to install the harness. To connect the harness, you have to have two U-bolts that will run through the harness straps and then through the metal ring that it's welded to the chassis. You're gonna screw this pin through and run the O-ring through the U-bolt and through the pin for safety. Once you connect that, the next thing you need to connect is two straps. One is right below your back, and the other strap runs from your shoulder harness all the way down to here. The last part of the harness is where the bottom of the seat gets connected to the arms, here and here, and as you can tell, just like on these carabiners, we ran the O-ring through the pinhole and through the U-bolt. And then we also connected the anti-torque system connectors to the arms, and these should be adjusted depending on your weight during your hang test. And then these straps will go to the strap here as a safety precaution. So we installed the harness, and now we're going to install the spars and the hoop, and after that propeller, and that's going to be the rest of the install. We have 6 of these pins that will connect here the spar to the chassis, but we do not want to put them in except the top one until we have connected the hoop and the netting to the spars. How we do it is, I have these little carabiners on both sides of the net rope, and I'm going to just connect them on both sides to Power2Fly plate, so they're away and the netting doesn't come off of it. And then I'm going to connect first the bottom pieces, just one side, just the bottom side, and then the top pieces, just the bottom sides. So first I do all the bottom sides, and then once that's done, I'm going to do the top side of the bottom piece. Should be really easy. The bottom side, the top side of the bottom piece on the right side. See how easy that is? As long as we do it in order, it's really easy. And then I just connect the top pieces, and they click really nicely. Okay, so all of my connections on the hoop are clicked outside of the holes, and you can come on the other side and just show how they should look. They should look all like this. So they should all pop out. Once that's done, I will take the little ratchet, okay, and first I'm going to run the net rope through the top bracket close to Power2Fly, and then just connect it right there on the bottom. Now on the other side, I'm going to disconnect this carabiner, push it through here on the top side, get the carabiner of this little ratcheting device connected like that, push it on the other side of the Power2Fly bracket, connect it to the hole. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a hole right there. And then I'm going to start pulling on the rope, and that will tighten my netting, as you can see. What I do is I grab this piece of rope with a little ball and run it through the carabiner right here, so that that doesn't fly into the propeller. And we did forget to cut these. I'm going to cut these off, and I'm going to sear them so they also don't fly into the propeller. After the netting was installed, now we installed 4 pins, 2 on each spar. We just want to make sure that they pop nice. So 2 on the left side that we're doing right now. And we have 2 more on the right side. It's always a good idea to use a torque wrench and torque these to 15 Newton meters according to EPROPS. All right. That's pretty good. We have a cruise control right here.